we have a proverb here in Germany that roughly translates to, it's not for school that we learn, but for life. Now, why do I quote that now? It's because I've gotten to thinking about the school system a little bit. Well, here in Germany, I don't know how it is, wherever you are. But I often felt that a lot of the stuff I learned there and the interaction there was pretty much useless, and I learned so much more useful things elsewhere. I've recently read a science fiction novel in which the schools of the future are structured differently. Subjects like math and English, physics, things like that, they weren't taught in class anymore, but you rather learned them at a computer, which had a program that was specifically designed to suit your needs and help you where possible. And now you may think, doesn't that isolate kids and stuff? They need to interact with one another. Yes, they do. They still had school, albeit a bit shorter. And in school, they learned, I think the author said, all the things that people should know, but were for some ridiculous reason forced to learn entirely on their own before. And I thought that was a brilliant idea, really. I mean, I think in that novel, in the scene that he described, the kids were just learning how to open a bank account and book a flight ticket. Both of which can be troublesome, and nobody tells you how to do them. You have to get all the information on your own. Okay, the internet's helped a bit. You can look up a lot of stuff on the internet. Back when we didn't have the internet, you had to make so many inquiries and stuff and just go about trial and error, which was a lot of hassle. It could be embarrassing and certainly cost a lot of time. So my thought is, what would be some of the subjects or topics taught at this new school? What kind of things would you think would have been useful if somebody had told you about them and taught them to you instead of you having to learn them on your own? And I have two suggestions. One would be flirting, obviously, just the entire come and go of how to approach a partner, what to look for, what to do yourself, what to consider, like contraception and stuff, without it being awkward, just like in an open way, so people know, and it'll get a lot less awkward and embarrassing if you just taught some of the basics that you find out after like 4 years of heartache. The other thing that I think there should be, if this were a school in the present time, would be some basic internet security. And I don't mean all the software and hardware stuff. I think that could be solved just by changing the systems that we buy. They'd be issued standard software that protects your hard drive and data. I mean, oftentimes on the internet, the weakest link in security is actually the user. And people should be warned about stuff like phishing, where people try to get your data, spamming, obviously, all the things like that, people hijacking your computer. There should be, I think, like 1 or 2 lessons would be enough to teach people just basic things about not believing spam, not forwarding emails, not responding to strange emails, not to believe the phishing and all the tricks that are there, all the rumors and urban legends that circle, not to forward those. Stuff like that. I think that'd be really useful, and it would really help the internet and maybe reduce bandwidth too. So yeah, those would be 2 suggestions that I'd have for like a modern school where things like that are taught that you need for real life. Like I said, I'm not dissing all the subjects that we currently have. They're important. Like math and English and all that stuff, but maybe this author was right in saying that these don't necessarily have to be taught in a group, but you'd be better learning it on your own. Whereas all the stuff in a group, all the human interaction and everything that's really important, that should be taught in a group. Okay, yeah. Long story short, I want to hear your suggestions. What do you think would be useful skills that should be taught at school but aren't? And you know what? While we're at it, is there a way to maybe have this? Well, obviously you can't change the school system, well, not you and me, from today to tomorrow, but is there a possibility for us to help these school kids, maybe by, you know, arranging seminars or whatever after school, or doing special tutoring, you know, on internet security? I don't know. Let's hear your suggestions. Okay, bye bye.